welcome to my channel, The Biology Station. As you all know that in my previous video, I have explained about one of the asexual mode of reproduction, that is spore formation, right? In case you have missed my previous video, you can use the link given in the description below and can watch them. So in today's video, I'll be taking up the other two modes of asexual reproduction, that is fragmentation and regeneration, in detail. So let's get started. Fragmentation. Fragmentation, as the name itself says, involves the formation of fragments. Now what happens in the fragmentation is that on maturity, the organism's body or the parent body breaks into one or many small pieces. Each of the pieces is known as fragment. Right? Now each fragment behaves like totipotent cells. That is, each of the fragment has an ability to develop into a fully grown, complete new individual. Right? So what is fragmentation? It is the asexual mode of reproduction in which parent body on maturity breaks into one or many pieces. Each piece is known as fragment. That's why the process got the name fragmentation. Right? So each fragment is capable of developing into new, fully grown individual. Right? So fragmentation is a process in which the parent body breaks itself into many pieces or maybe one piece, and whatever is the case, each piece is known as fragment and each fragment develops into new organism or new individual. Right? Suppose the parent body breaks into 5 pieces or 5 fragments, then the single parent body will give rise to the 5 new organisms. Right? Fragmentation is a common mode in few algae. For example, Spirogyra. It's a green algae. It is also seen in fungi like Rhizopus. There are a few simple-bodied animals which also undergoes the process of fragmentation, like sponges, planaria. Sponges means porifera. Planaria, it comes in the category of which phylum? It is there in the phylum Platyhelminths, right? Then earthworm, which is a annelid, etc. So these are some of the organisms which performs fragmentation as a asexual mode of reproduction. Right? Now we are going to talk about the fragmentation in Spirogyra in detail. Let's draw the diagram of the Spirogyra first. As you know that Spirogyra is a green algae and it has a filamented body. So it looks like this. It has a filamented structure. Externally, it is covered by mucilaginous sheath. Inside the mucilaginous sheath, there are many compartments or the cells. Like this. Okay. Now, each of the compartment or cell comprises of a centrally placed nucleus. Okay. This outer covering after mucilaginous sheath is known as cell wall. Then there is one more layer which is known as cell membrane. Okay, so mucilaginous sheath, then cell wall, then cell membrane, and then comes the cytoplasmic structure. The cytoplasm in Spirogyra is present in the form of strands, the spiral strands. Somewhat like this. So this all blue part inside is a cytoplasm. This entire is a cytoplasm. Okay. So this is all cytoplasm, and inside the cytoplasmic area only there are some spaces, the empty spaces which are known as vacuole. Other than this, there is present a very important structure which actually helps in photosynthesis, that is your chloroplast. The chloroplast is ribbon-like or spiral in the shape. It's a ribbon-shaped coiled structure. So this is how a Spirogyra filaments look like. The similar type of structure will be present in the other compartments of the cells. Now let's label them. This is mucilaginous sheath, mucilaginous sheath. Okay. Then the next layer will be cell wall. Then this one is cell membrane. Okay. The central one is nucleus. Clear? This one is cytoplasmic strand, this part. Cytoplasmic strand. And this green portion, as I've already told you, which is ribbon-like, this is chloroplast. So chloroplast is something like this. Okay, and inside the chloroplast there are present small granules, tiny bodies, right? These bodies are known as pyrenoid. Okay, pyrenoid, which stores a starch or protein. So these are present here, all along the length of chloroplast. These are pyrenoids. They store food after photosynthesis. Right. So this is about the structure of Spirogyra filament. Now what happens when Spirogyra matures? This filament of the Spirogyra start breaking into pieces along their septa, along their septal wall. Now what is septa? The septa is something which is separating the two compartments. So this kind of structure, this one, there is a septa present between each of the cell. So the cut will appear over here. The filament will break into pieces along their septa, right? When they break into pieces along their septa, we'll get these kind of structures, tiny fragments. Each fragment is having a cell or a compartment, right? Now each of this fragment, this is one fragment, this is the second, this is third, right? Each of the fragment gives rise to new Spirogyra filament, right? This fragment as well and this fragment too. Fine. So this is how the fragmentation takes place in Spirogyra. The filament of the Spirogyra breaks into the fragments on maturity along their septa, and each fragment gives rise to a new Spirogyra organism. Clear? Now moving on to the next mode of reproduction, that is regeneration. Regeneration is a natural process of replacing or regrowing the lost or the damaged parts of the body. It can be a cell or tissues or any organ. Sometimes in the regeneration, the whole new body of an organism is produced, right? The entire body of an organism can also be formed by the help of regeneration, right? So how we can define it? Regeneration is natural process of replacing or regrowing lost or damaged parts of the body, which can be cell, tissue or organ, right? Which can be cell, tissue or organ. Sometimes it produces entire body of an organism. Okay, so what is regeneration? It's a natural process which involves replacement of or regrowth of the lost parts, which can be cell or organ or a tissue of a body. Sometimes with the help of regeneration only, the entire new organism's body can also be regenerated or can be produced, right? Regeneration is classified into two categories. Morphallaxis and epimorphosis. Okay, morphallaxis and epimorphosis. So what is the difference between the two terms? Morphallaxis means ability of an organism to produce an entire or the whole body from a small fragment. Okay, in this, whole body grows from small piece or fragment. Right? The whole body of an organism grows from a tiny piece or a fragment. Fine. For example, example of Morphallaxis. It is seen in the case of a Hydra and Planaria. Right? Let's see how it takes place in Planaria. Planaria belongs to platyhelminths. That is your flatworms. So, Planaria has a very simple structure. What happens is, due to some reasons or any accidental reasons, sometimes the planaria breaks into fragments. Okay, so this planaria, the parent planaria, gives rise to 3 fragments like this. Right, it breaks into 3 fragments. Each fragment will be able to produce completely new planaria, the full body of a planaria. This upper portion can give rise to or can regenerate the middle and the lower part. The middle one can regenerate the upper and the lower part, and the lower one can regenerate the upper and the middle part. So in this way, from a single parent, we will get how many new planaria? We'll be getting 3 new planaria. Okay, so it will be like this: 1, then 2, and 3. So this type of regeneration, that is Morphallaxis, where a tiny fragment can give rise to a complete fully grown organism, such type of regeneration is considered as an asexual mode of reproduction. Right? So this is about Morphallaxis. These are 3 fully grown planaria got from the fragments. Yeah. Now we are going to talk about the second type of regeneration, that is epimorphosis. Epimorphosis is defined as a process of just the replacement, only the replacement of lost or the damaged part of the body. Right? For example, in the case of lizard, when the lizard breaks its tail, what happens? In the place of the broken tail, a new tail regenerates. It's not that a new lizard is going to be formed. A new tail, whatever was lost, will be regenerated. Right? So, epimorphosis means replacement of lost or damaged body parts. It does not involve formation of a complete or a whole body, right? Rather, in this, there will be a replacement of only the lost part or the damaged part of the body. Clear? Example, lizards can regenerate their broken tail. Okay, so this is the reason that epimorphosis is not considered as a mode of asexual reproduction, because at the end we are not getting a new organism, it's just the replacement of a lost part, right? So out of the Morphallaxis and Epimorphosis. Morphallaxis is one of the mode of asexual reproduction under regeneration, but epimorphosis is not considered as an asexual mode of reproduction. Right? So this is about the fragmentation and regeneration. So I'll be taking up the vegetative propagation and its various types in my next video. This will be the last mode of asexual reproduction. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and do press the bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day.